Hello, everybody. I'm having a little bit of Mercury retrograde going on here today. I've got a little bit of lag in my computer. I'm always
I'll be there
affected by the
shortly.
Mercury retrograde, so bear with me. I have my live chat on my other screen so I can read it. Um, Welcome, everybody. I've been starring you as you've been coming in the room for the last half hour or so. Dean will be joining us as soon as he gets back from dropping her off. He'll jump on and join us for the readings, but I know those of you that follow Brenda probably have heard I have not been feeling well this past week or so. Yeah, I'm still having problems. Um, my liver and my pancreas. I having a full pancreatic flare up right now, and I went to the ER. I think it was Monday. The valves are very swollen, and my surgeon wants me to go down and see my pancreatic specialist at UCLA. So I'm in the process of getting the referrals sent over there and all the records sent over there from all the stuff that's been going on. So I will be making that trip just to make sure that there's nothing that we're missing because they can't necessarily just see what's going on with your pancreas by an x-ray. Um, Probably gonna have to have an ERCP where they go and they do some biopsies and stuff, make sure everything's good. But so I've been down this week. Energy's been really low. A lot of abdominal pain. So I'm sort of on a lull today. Just to let you know. But I still enjoy doing the readings. It always brings my energy up, and um, yeah, I don't want to keep putting. I'm feeling pretty good today. Each day I'm feeling a little bit better. I was retaining about 12 pounds of water, of fluid in my abdomen from all of this, and I'm down 4 pounds now. So
Did we just lose Kathy? Well, I hope she'll be back shortly. Hey, Warrior Girl. It's nice to see everybody again. Hope everybody's doing well. And I suppose we'll just keep it going until Kathy comes back in. Let's see. I don't know. I don't have a list because I don't see any starred comments. They've changed StreamYard around quite a bit, so I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea who she's had on the schedule or not. Let's see. I will go ahead, while we're waiting for her, I will go ahead and do a general reading for us. I'm hoping she's not having any more computer issues. I know we're going through Mercury retrograde right now, so several things have been going wonky donkey. So bear with us, I will say. Just bear with us. Okay, so a general reading. Okay. For those in the room right now, let's see. General. What does Spirit want us to know today? For the coming week, the Spirit want us to know. Let's see.
Ah. I told her I was gonna have problems today. When I talked to him earlier, I said, "Watch, my computer's just gonna go." I just switched computers. Hopefully, it won't die on me because I don't have it plugged in, but it's got a full charge on it. Okay, I've been clicking people as they've been coming in the room. Let me add. Boy,
I don't see it now, Kathy. There's no star comments.
yeah, I'm noticing that. I'm on my. Why is there no star comments? That's weird. Oh,
They
maybe
changed things around.
I'll just go up to the top and restart everybody. And shouldn't have taken them out when I changed computers.
No, what I'm saying is, oh, there they go.
Yeah, I'm restarting them.
Okay. So I started, I threw 5 cards for general reading. And
throw in a second. While you're doing that, I will go through and get everybody back on my list here.
Okay. Well, the underlying card's very interesting. It's the 3 of Cups. That's a form of abundance coming together. Usually you see the 3 of Cups with like 3 people specifically. That's a coming together, a family, resolving some issues, conflicts, whatever issues you may have had, it's put aside to a newfound sense of purpose, coming together, celebration. So that is going to be the underlying card for this week, what we need to be aware of. Spirit's telling us it is time to take the bull by the horns because we have put forward the hard work. We have got the wheel here, the center of the reading here. This wheel is signifying that we are in control of our own destinies, that we have the power to, at the end of the reading, guide our chariot where we need to go. We just need to show up. Now, at the beginning of the week, we may feel out of sorts. We may feel like we've been waiting for some information. We've been not really following our intuition, our instincts, or listening to others, potentially listening to others that have some form of spiritual or guardianships, our guardian angels, our higher purpose, our higher knowledge, because I have the Temperance in reverse. This could mean a lot that we are acting on foolishness potentially and not really listening and taking the time to really think clearly through things with the Page of Swords. This could be like potentially maybe like a form of delay of something and just wanting stuff to happen and move now. But remember, when you're working with spirit and working with time, they're on their own page. So you're going to have to realize when is the time to bounce to make that move and when it's time to wait, stand fast, and wait for knowledge to come through, guidance, support. Now, at the end of the week, again, we do have the Chariot, and it's very positive because it is upright, but we're also dealing with those negative feelings potentially with like the Queen of Wands in reverse. Whenever this could be a form of spite in a way, because she's very sassy when it comes to like, I will prove you wrong. I will show face and I will do it on my own terms. But remember, don't be reckless in how you are moving forward with your wheel and with your chariot. Because remember, you have to put the pettiness aside in order to meet this challenge of coming together and celebration. I hope that resonates with somebody this coming week. What did you get, Kathy?
Okay, well, for the collective, the underlying card of the reading is the Fool. This is the beginning of a new journey. This is taking that leap of faith into the next, move into the new journey. I come into the beginning of this reading with the Page of Pentacles, which is telling us that financially right now we're going to be doing okay. We're going to have some financial stability. Like I said, with all the times and changes that are happening economically in our world right now, be frugal with your money. That way you know that you will be financially okay. This isn't the time to go out and buy a brand new shiny new car and those luxury items. I don't think any of us are out there doing that right now. Unless you absolutely need a car, you're not going to just trade your car in. But we're all worrying a lot about, where we're going for this next year with the economy, with food shortages, with all this immigration garbage, all of the stuff that just seems like it's tumbling down, and prices are going up, and money's not going up with it. So there's a lot of worry in there. Set that worry aside. Don't focus on the big picture so much as borrowing worry before you have to deal with it. My suggestion is do the little things to take care of yourself a little along so that you have those needs met. Be frugal with your money. So when you're grocery shopping, pick up that one or two extra, a bag of beans or something, food staples that if you're running low on groceries, you can still make a meal. Um, you know, Flour and yeast, water, and a little bit of sugar makes bread. Have those things in your home, even if you don't know how to make bread. Pinterest, as my daughter always says, Pinterest. Bread's really easy to make. I make it all the time. It's easy to throw a loaf of bread together. I made pitas yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday when we were talking on the phone. I made a whole batch of pitas. I love pita bread. It's so easy to make. And you just throw them in the oven. They take like 3 minutes, 4 minutes to cook. You roll them out. You do the dough. You let it rise for an hour, and you roll them out in the little 6-inch rings. Put them in the oven. They puff up. You let them cool. You can cut them right in half, and you got pita bread. Make sandwiches out of it or anything. And they're wonderful, and they're really easy to make. And flour, water, sugar, yeast. That's it. Simple, easy peasy. A little bit of oil.
Let it rise.
Yeah, let it rise. And if you have a stand mixer that has a bread, you don't even have to knead it. You just let the
That
mixer
sounds
do it.
yummy, Tam Bambi. Have you ever tried zucchini bread before?
Me? Oh yeah.
I
When I
never
grew up in Oregon,
never heard of it. Sounds delicious. I like
I
zucchini.
had a garden. What I do with zucchini is when I don't have a garden this year, but when I have a garden, zucchini grows in abundance, and you end up with zucchini running out of your ears. You don't even have to plant but 2 plants. You got zucchini running out of your ears. I would run it through the food processor and put it in freezer bags
Mm.
and freeze it, because sliced zucchini frozen is mushy. It just doesn't hold up. But you put it in one cup, 1.5 cup portions in the bag, and you pull it out of the freezer, let it thaw out, make your base, throw the zucchini in, and whip it up, and you can make fresh zucchini bread year round. And it's a great way to not waste the excess. Of course, when I have a garden, I give tons of vegetables away. But anyways, let's not worry about looking way out in the future of what's happening in the economy. Just be frugal right now with your money. Do the little things to have stocks. You don't have to run out and pile up your shopping carts with everything you can get. Some items that are really jumping up, that have shelf life. Pick them up while they're on sale. Things like that, canned goods and stuff like that, before those prices start hiking up, because we're going to have. I live in California. ICE is here. They're raiding the workers right out of the fields, which is destroying the crops because it's harvest time right now. So not only is fresh produce and stuff going to go up and be less on the market, but canned goods are also going to be impacted because we have canneries all over the place. So while the prices are low, pick up an extra can or two, or if they're on sale and you can afford it, pick up a 24 pack. Even if you don't eat a lot of canned foods, shelf life is a year or 2 years on them. You have it in an emergency. I eat everything fresh or frozen. Usually I stock up on frozen vegetables because I cook with them. And if I don't have it frozen, you don't lose the nutrients out of it. Can is the last option for me, but I put up things too. I actually can. So I grew up doing it, so it's just like second nature for me. Um, the center of the reading, I get the Nine of Swords. We need to let some of this worry go. We're all having sort of sleepless nights of what's going on. You need to turn off the news for a while. If it's getting to you and you're feeling overwhelmed by all the garbage in the news, and I know I have days where I just watch a movie instead. Comedies are great when you're feeling a little down and stressed out financially. You know, do something that's going to lift your spirits and things like that. And don't focus on the news so much. And plus, it's just a regurgitation of the same old, over and over and over again. We have this endless news cycle going on. And a man that's so scared that everybody's going to find out the truth about him, that he's throwing spaghetti at the wall about every topic, trying to distract and control the media. Don't let your head go there. This is followed by the King of Wands. This is our strength. We need to stand in unity together for our rights, for our health care, for public services, things like that. So even if you can't go out in public and march, when they have a march going on, support those around you that have. Speak your voice. Throw it out there, your comments on the internet, things like that. It's all forms of support. It's all forms of voicing your opinion and getting heard. I would have loved to have gone to some of the marches here. I just got out of the hospital when all those were going on. There was no way I was going to go out in the streets in big crowds, But I support a lot of people that did, and I wish I could have been there. I was there in spirit. But, we're all worried about how things are going to unveil. He will be leaving office before his term's up. I'm seeing his demise is coming up, and I'm with all the other readers. August, September, he'll be out by the turn of the first year. I think they are filing impeachment charges. I know I read an article saying that they had over 100, I think it was 1 million people that signed petitions and submitted it to Congress demanding impeachment for his abuse of powers and for the Iranian war that happened during some of the No King's Day marches and women's groups. Or I would have signed it if I'd have seen a petition floating around to sign. But I see his whole world crashing in on him. I don't know if it's going to be what's in the current news cycle, which I'm not going to touch base on, or if it's going to be his abuse of powers, the tariff crap, or they're going to Amendment 25, or a combination of it all, or an actual downright impeachment. But he will be leaving office before his term's up. The final card is the Three of Cups. This is that celebration of that change that'll be coming. So know that this is out there in the future. It is coming. It's going to take some time. And what he's destroyed in 7 months, it may take a year or two for us to heal from it, to recover, to get restructured, to get government offices back into place, to get the bills turned over and things like that. But it will happen over time. I don't know why the destruction happens so much faster than the repairs, but it does. So I don't know how much people heard when I first came on. A lot of people were saying they couldn't hear me. My other computer is getting old. I've had a pretty rough week. I've had a bout of pancreatitis, and my liver, my pancreas swelled way up. Ended up in the ER. That's a story all in itself. Went the following day because they refused to call my doctor, my surgeon, and consult with him. I got in the next day and saw him and talked to him, and he's referring me down to my pancreatic specialist for some additional tests and stuff. So I've got all the medical records, the CTs, everything. I gathered those all up before I left Fresno, and gathered those all up. So I got the packet ready to go to get sent down to UCLA. So also, Dean is going back doing live programming since he's out of school right now on break, and last year he took some time off because he was starting teaching a new grade, and just getting the feel for a whole different age group of kids and all that. And then he did summer school,
and I think a lot more goes into it than that. We sometimes
vacate since he's gone out, and he's back
you
on
just
the
take a
live
break
stuff.
sometimes.
It doesn't look like everybody's getting timely notices. So if you go into his channel and just reset your notification button, turn it off and turn it back on, that'll reset you so you get timely notices. If not, you may not get a notice till 20 or 30 minutes into his program. And if the room's empty, he'll read, if there's only a few people in the room, he's only going to read the people in the room and then sort of end the program. So, and he might not, if only one or two people showed up, it could be a very short show.
So, did you get the donation from Jerma Lee?
I opened my PayPal, but I got it. Yes, I did.
Okay. So, Jerma Lee, I threw cards on you prior to your question being paid for it. So I threw again on it too. So you're going to get a mega double reading on this.
I got one from Tony.
Okay. So
I see her sneak in the room.
So, Jerma, this is what I got. Before I looked at your question, it's something about your job, okay, or wanting a job, because you said Kathy mentioned it back in April when she read for you that you're going to be getting a job, or looking for a job, or seeking out a job, or you should be hearing about it. Just remember, when it comes to like stuff like predicting time, Spirit is on their own time, so we can't really rush things. And also, with that being said, we also have what we call what's that? I'm having a blank now all of a sudden, where you get to just how you react to things.
Free will.
Free will. There you go. We also have free will on how we respond and react and what we do. So that can also help change. That might change the map a little bit. But before I read for that specific question, I feel as though you got a bonus card on this one. You have the Four of Swords here. I don't know exactly what your situation's about. I feel like it's something that this job is potentially, there's people depending upon you for, I guess, an income to come through with both of these cards lines looking at here. But now it feels like you need to take a step back and reflect on what you need and rest. Okay. In the beginning for this, just for the week, I will say it's all about rest for the beginning of the week for you. Resting, taking a mini vacation, and just getting outside of your head and just relax and living in the moment. You're coming into this week with the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles. This to me symbolizing that you are trying to hold your ground, find your truth, and with this Queen of Swords, there's no gray area. I would always say this person lives their life by the light, by the truth, and this type of person doesn't really look too much in the gray of things, but sees things as black and white, right and wrong, good and bad. And it's coming to the King of Pentacles, which is saying that there may be some offerings, a lending hand, somebody that holds a purse string, I would say, coming into some type of financial security, possibly somebody's controlling that or going to be bestowing that upon you potentially, or you may find like a small inheritance or a check that just shows up somewhere. We might come into some money to some extent, but don't be surprised if it's masculine energy that may make a donation to you or give you a peace of mind, a fresh, clean bill of health. Because when we think about pentacles, we're thinking about like things that have the lines to our basic care needs, our basic needs in life. We all need an income, job security to some degree to provide an income. And if you're retired, then you're retired, right? You have that income coming through, whether through retirement or the quote unquote, what you call that? Either retirement fund, 401k, or even your regular social security. Okay, whatever that may be, there's going to be like something coming through. Okay, for you at the middle of the week. It's all about the 6 of Swords for you, finding the silver lining. It might need a move. If you are looking for something, you might need to take a chance to move forward with something, leaving behind what hasn't worked for you, but make sure you resolve the things that are in your past that you can and have control to resolve, because you can't move forward without resolving the past. Okay, because the past will always come up. I hate saying that, but that's true. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is usually the person that's self-imprisonment to some degree, or holding fast and protecting onto what is rightfully theirs. And ending the week with the Tower in reverse. So you might be standing and holding your ground to try to pick up the pieces to keep afloat, or this could be a like a warning sign that you will need to again resolve what you can resolve and put forth and start anew with something. Okay, people may say the Tower is the worst card in the deck to get, but I always say that it's probably it could probably be like a blessing in disguise, because you have to build up and start fresh. Nothing can get worse than that, right? Refresh, a reset, a restart. Now, the underlying card for that for this week is the Hierophant. Again, this to me is a sign of grace, a blessing from the Spirit, and underneath that is the Eight of Cups. So that's another movement card. But always move towards the light. Now, when it came to your question about the career per se, I have some repeat cards here. So Spirit's really wanting you to know something about the Six of Swords here. It's all about finding your purpose, finding where you fit in, okay? I also have the King of Cups here. In this King of Cups, I'm reading it from reverse because I just feel like this is the best way to read this, reading in reverse. The King of Cups. This is somebody that is, I guess, I feel like this is family for you. Somebody that's depending on you to get this job, or you need to make room for family time to ground yourself with that. We're coming at a time of this Five of Swords. Okay, this Five of Swords is in reverse, so that's telling me that you're coming out of that mental strain that you've been putting on yourself. You can't live your life with putting all of the eggs in one basket and wishing and hoping for something and playing the what ifs. Just again, live within the moment. Like this Four of Swords is saying, live within your moment and relax. Okay. You will have to be planning for this, okay? There's no halfways. In order to achieve what you want, you're going to have to put in those job applications, making sure your resume is complete and accurate for the type of job you're wanting to do, okay? And with that, you see her making choices between two bags too. The Two of Wands is also about not just making choices, but also making plans. So in order to move forward, like with your Six of Swords is saying in both of these readings, is that you're going to have to plan ahead. You're going to have to make certain choices, certain sacrifices. And yes, this is a time for healing for you. There's something that's going on around you where you've been let down, or there's some heartache. But whatever it is, you're going to have to make the tough call, the decisions that's going to need to be made to prepare for your future. And sometimes working through the heart, and I still feel it's something about your family. Working through that and preparing your family for this next journey is just what's going to keep you afloat and move forward. The underlying cards for the job reading, I have the Page of Swords here, looking for that insight, looking for that knowledge to come through, that information to come through. But there's a dream there, the stars underneath that. So I would say be patient. It's on its own time, but be patient. What did you get, Kathy?
In regards to a reading I did for you, I would love to say I remember every reading I do, but I channel when I read. So I rarely remember my readings unless somebody says, hey, you read this for me, and it came true, and then it'll refresh. But I have a tendency to read anywhere from 18 months to 2 years out before things come to fruition, especially when it's like job perspective changes, things like that. Unless you're like going for an interview and I get an immediate hit on a very specific question. So it's funny that Dean said in his reading, brought up your resume, because when I'm sitting here looking at the cards I'd thrown for you, one of the things the guys were telling me to say to you was, if you're using an old resume, you need to, it's a great start, but you need to refresh it. Bring it up to, go to some of the online things that gives you ideas on current resume styles and things like that. Because if you're applying for bigger companies that are advertising, sometimes they run those through AIs and they're looking for keywords, key phrases, bullet point type things. So you may want to take a look and to fine tooth your resume, clean it up, make it more modern to what people are submitting. I've been out of the job market I've been retired for 10 years. I wouldn't even know where to begin hitting the job market now. I mean, back in my day, you went down to EDD and they had a listing on the board and you said, hey, this one's one I'm interested in. Or you went to different agencies or HR departments and applied directly. So, but, go through the different types of listings and apply for anything that interests you and get your resume out there, and then don't worry about it. And I see that you're wanting a job change. You're wanting some kind of change because you're also wanting to advance financially. This is leaving you a little bit with sleepless nights with this 9 of Pentacles. Well, first card in the reading was the action card, taking action, which was what I was getting for your re-review your resume. If you have a friend that's a manager that does interviewing and stuff like that, have them take a look at it and give you some objective criticism to help you clean your resume up so it reads really well and bullets you without being too wordy, without being too skimpy, because it's really hard to write about ourselves. And it's really hard. That's why people have a hard time on interviews at times. It's hard to talk about ourselves. So those are things that you can practice doing, and you can ask for help from other people to help you get a really good positive resume that hits those spots. Financially, right in the center of your reading, you've got this 9 of Pentacles. So financially, you may be feeling some financial strain right now, really wanting to get that job change, get that pay increase, whatever. Also look internally. What's going on in the office? Is people shifting around? Watch for openings of promotional opportunities within your office. But financially, I see that you're going to be financially stable, and that was followed by the 10 of Cups, which is abundance coming in. So your needs will be there and met, both financially and whatever you're needing to provide for your family. And that 10 of Cups is that happy family, is going to be there and available to you. So realize that, yes, you have to do the little things to build your pantry up and be frugal with your money and all that, but you will have it. It will be there. You're not going to go under. I see you rising above, though. I get the 7 of Wands, and that's your rising above. And so This could be that promotion or that job change, that financial pay increase, something. There is some change coming in. I still feel that yes, there is some kind of change going on. It's not going to come knocking at your door, though. You're going to have to seek it out. So you need to do the little things to just brush things up and market yourself as best you can. I threw a 10 card pull for you. What I'm seeing going into your future is, you're doing a lot of nostalgia with the Six of Cups. You're looking back at your past. Look at your past to see where you've been and how far you've come. That will help you clean up your resume, help you market yourself better, because you've come a lot further than you think just by taking that look back to see where you started and what you've achieved now, and it puts it into a much better perspective. You've got the Emperor card, so you're the one that has the power in this. This is your strength card. You're going to use your strength, all your strengths, to land that next job, that job change, that promotion. And that's going to be what you do. But be patient. You've got Temperance coming in here. Be patient, be temperance in it. It will happen. It does take time. This is tough times. There's a lot of people losing their jobs. There's a lot of competition out there. One thing I can say is it's easier to get a job when you have a job. I know that sounds so cliche, but it's true. If you're already employed, you're more apt to get a job offer than somebody that has lost their job and is on unemployment and is seeking a job. Don't know why that's true, but there's some truth behind that. That's followed by the Ace of Wands. So this is that Ace of Wands. This is that action card. This is you using your creativity, your intuition. My phone's ding, ding, ding. It's people are dumping messages. Anyways, this is you using your creativity, your knowledge, your power, your strength. This is taking action. So this is a beautiful card to have in your reading. And it's followed by the Six of Pentacles. Network with people. Remember, charity is given. Charity is also received. Talk to people you know. Let them know you're looking for other opportunities. Don't put yourself in a predicament in the office, maybe. But network with people outside of the office, friends, associates. Say, hey, if you hear of any job opportunities come up that you might think I'm interested in, get it out there that you're interested in some change. You believe me, people that know you will recommend you, and they will let you know if they see something they think is really suited for you. So use that your networking skills to look for open job opportunities that are coming that may not even be out there advertised yet. Opens a lot of doors. The underlying read of the card is the Action of Cups. This is showing me that you do have you're moving forward. You're going to have stability and abundance as you move forward. It's followed by the Five of Swords. Like I said, quit worrying. Don't worry about it. Don't put all that worry, stress of, I need to change a job. I need this. I need this. Focus on just putting them out there and that temperance as you go through this search and this for change and opportunities coming towards you, because it's followed by the Ace of Cups. This is that your cup will runneth over. You have the skills, you have abilities, and those opportunities will come towards you. And right now, you're just the final card of the reading. Underlying card of the reading is the Three of Wands. You're waiting for your ship to come in. This takes some time. I hope you're not unemployed right now. Hope you are working. You have that. You have on your side. Just do what you need to do to get your resumes out there. And don't be afraid to apply for something that is above what you consider your skills. You'd be surprised. You will be considered for jobs that will allow you to grow into an upward advancement. Like when I was working and applied for jobs, I always applied. I applied for a manager position that I didn't think I would get. because I figured, well, I do it now. They probably don't think I'm ready for management yet, but I'll apply now. I'll get the practice under my belt, interviewing once or twice before I'm really considered for the position. Well, I did that, and guess what? I got the job. Blew my mind. I was so shocked because I had not been in the position I was in but for just a few years, and I was competing with people I considered much more qualified to be promoted than me because I knew who the competition was. And so you never know. Um, what I thought was just going to be a practice exercise for when they were ready to promote me, but I wanted to show that I had interest going that direction at some point, landed me the job. So you just never know. Um, what management is looking at times. Blessings to you. I hope that resonates. And thank you for that donation. The next person that donated was Tony, my girl Tony.
I didn't throw on Tony. I was going down the list.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go down the list. We'll catch Tony next after we. Who are you going?
Warrior Girl.
Warrior Girl. Okay. Let me clean my list up here so I don't get confused. Cause I'm a confused girl. I want to thank Warrior Girl. She called me and was talking to me when I was going through everything this week. And thank you so much. You were so comforting and so helpful. And I am feeling so much better. Every day it's getting a little better. The pain's going down. So, and you can tell I'm tired, but my energy levels are back up. So much better than I was at the beginning of the week. Okay, Warrior Girl, go for it, Dean, because I know you've already thrown.
So I threw for the week for you. And the center of my reading is the Queen of Cups in reverse. This looks like a sense of loss or a sense of like not knowing how to feel about a certain feeling. I'm getting the feeling like you've been heartbroken before. And what I'm going to say to you may sound weird, but I will say you are allowed to love again or express your love openly again. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Not that
But
there's any rules.
I feel like there has been times where people didn't see the goodness from you and possibly took advantage of that. And it's like you need to allow that go. Let that go. And allow yourself to meet new people. Allow yourself to let your hair down from time to time because you will potentially meet somebody out there, somebody that has knowledge, I would say, somebody that's a great communicator, because I have the Emperor here with the King of Swords here. So it's going to be somebody that's a great communicator that's going to open up the world for you potentially. So I would say just allow yourself to be open to the possibilities. Now, it starts off this week with the Four of Swords with the Empress. This Four of Swords means that you need to take that time to relax and to reflect on things as well with the Empress. This Empress is usually can reflect good things can happen within a year, usually. This could be giving birth to new ideas, but I look past that cliche kind of idea what the Empress can represent like that too. This could be blessings in disguise because again, I see there is the dove there. So blessings in disguise. It could also be a marriage or a blending of two people because I have the Empress and the Emperor there as well. But again, it's all about settling whatever's discomforting or disheartening to you. I do see that you do have a strong foundation, financial support, job security, a steady flow of income, a good bill of health there. But I also see it too. I see the the Knight of Cups here, which to me means that you're going to be coming into something potentially a new interest, a new love, but perhaps, or allowing yourself to love again, allowing yourself to move forward, allowing your creative, inspirational side to come forward, that childlike side too as well, to see the world where it could be, where it could take you. It's a card of dreamer too. It's a card that says, I'm going to move with the tide of the ocean. I could be as crazy as water can be, or as calm as it can be. So take that how that applies to you. Many blessings to you. What did you get for her, Kathy?
Okay. Well, this is a lot. I was talking to her this week, and what stood out on last week's reading was there was ups and downs coming through her reading, but we're a much better note coming into this week. Now we're starting out with that Ace of Cups. Your cups is running forward, so you're moving in a very positive direction. You do have a little bit of depression you're dealing with still, a little bit of stresses with this Five of Cups, but you're working on this, because this is the only obstacle card I have, and this is that things that you've been dealing with, your health and things like that. You're going to work through that though, and things are going to balance back out. You have options and opportunities coming towards you in the center of the read, and we get the Two of Swords. So you have some options coming towards you, some offers coming towards you. Follow your heart's desire. Both opportunities are going to be good ones. Just follow the one that the opportunities that make your heart sing. Follow the one that you feel is going to be best for you. You're very intuitive, and so you know which direction to go when opportunities come. You'll make the right choices. You have that Three of Wands. You're waiting for your ships to come in. They will come. You'll regain that balance, and those things that you've been waiting for to get straightened out, they're coming towards you now. So it's just a matter of time till everything falls into place. You've got the World card. This is that transitional period where things are getting better. You're rising up. You're transforming into that fruition. Love this World card, and as everybody knows, I love the butterflies. Always remind me of my mother. So realize you have that transitional rise going up right now. You've got the World by the tail. Underlying card of the reading is the Inspiration of Wands. This is you're using your creativity, your knowledge, your spirituality, everything. You're using all your chakra colors. You're getting back into alignment. Things are coming back into alignment for you. This is going to allow you to take action, to move forward. This is the Inspiration of Wands. This is that Queen of Wands energy. This is you taking charge. This is you using your strength, your power, your nurturing abilities to not only take care of yourself, but take care of anything that you need to take care of that's coming your way. And use that creativity, expression, that the knowledge you have to do it. That's followed by the Seven of Swords. This is that warrior energy you have to rise above things. When things are getting tough, you rise up to the occasion. You're a fighter. You know how to fight to get what you want, and you're not going to let anybody bring you down. So know that energy is there. And it is followed by that Four of Swords. You have that foundation as that warrior. You have the angels on your side. They're leaving their feathers all around you, letting you know that you're getting supported during this journey and that you will succeed in it. So blessings to you, warrior girl. Ooh, I just got that energy hit.
And he said Tony's next, right?
Yeah, Tony's next. And I got my cursor on there. Click under. And thank you for the donation, Tony. It's very much appreciated. We do a double row of 5. That's what I'm doing for my full reads today. Is the current week, and then what's coming forward, plus underlying.
Okay. I don't know what questions you may have had on your mind, Tony, but it's a form of balance, I would say. The underlying card is a 2 of coins here. So there's something that might be out of alignment to you that might be keeping you from your 6 of Wands of success here, because these two are your underlying cards underneath. So I would say meditation, journaling, taking that morning walk if it needs to help clear your head, or having that moment, you can sit out and drink a cup of coffee.
Grounding.
Drinkers before the mess of the day starts. But you're definitely starting fresh, it feels like. The center of my reading for you is the Ace of Cups and the Empress. This is very big for me. This is telling me that newfound love, newfound hope, newfound energy is coming to you. You've done the hard work, and now it's time to reap those rewards, whether that's any aspect of your life. Okay. I would venture to say any aspect of your life on that. Okay. And it might be coming into a form of a blessing from the higher realm, because there is the dove there. And when I see birds, especially the dove, I always think of spirit. I mean, I grew up with Touched by an Angel. So if I see dove, I see spirit.
You're talking about the show Touched by
Yeah.
Okay.
So that imagery is there for me. I'm sorry. It seems silly, it seems ridiculous.
He's
But
a big Michael Landon fan. No, wasn't that the show?
yeah,
That was the show, wasn't it?
no, it wasn't that show, because that was Highway to Heaven, what you're thinking about.
Oh, I was thinking Highway to Heaven. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but anyway,
They all ran about the same time.
so, but what I'm thinking is, with that being said, is your volume on? Or because I'm getting feedback on your end.
On my end, I can mute myself. No, I don't have anything on this one computer.
Oh, because I don't know if you have your.
No, the other computer's shut down.
But do you have YouTube up?
Nope.
This must be feedback.
I only have my StreamYard on, but I'll hit my mic.
That's okay. You do have the Ace of Wands. It's crossing you. To me, that this could be symbolizing that either A, we haven't made step up to the plate to take the challenge, because you might be hesitant of things that may have happened in your past, to rise to the occasion, just to take a step forward into your light, into your truth, onto that next journey. I just feel like with this card, that hesitant because of past events, but Spirit's wanting you to know that they've got your back. Because I'm even seeing Temperance here. I'm seeing the Six of Wands here. So, and then I also have the Empress. The Spirit is on your side. You really just need to take that deep breath in and put your best foot forward and see where this takes you. On the surface, it feels like we have been frugal with things. We're in a time where we may not have everything to justify the need for something. So we have to just be bare minimalist into some regard, where we have to make those small sacrifices, like do I pay this bill first, or do I pay this next bill? And I feel like we all can relate to that mindset. And I would just say, pay for what you can afford. Don't venture too far outside that. Okay. I would say no unnecessary risk, but allow yourself the ability to see something through with this Ace of Swords. Okay. You have to jump over that hurdle to be able to move forward. In the past, I do have temperance. This is, to me, I feel like a guardian angel helping, balancing you, and orchestrating you, putting you, fine tuning you to the right direction. Again, you have the balance here and balance here. So this can mean working with your higher purpose, working with your angel to get you through where you need to go. Above you, I feel like there's a sense of kind of again a hesitation, a sense of worry in a way, because I do have the Seven of Swords. This Seven of Swords could be like somebody stealing from you, but or taking your energy away from you. I would say robbing you from your true potential. That may sound weird. I'm not making this up, but allowing yourself to reclaim your own power. I would say, don't look at the Seven of Swords as something negative. See it as a positive and seeing it for what it really is. Taking back your own authority, taking back your own charge, and allowing yourself to be a success that you are here to be. Okay? I do feel like in your short-term future, you're going to be challenged and challenged and challenged and challenged again, but stand your ground. Because this Seven of Wands rises to the occasion and rises to opposition and becomes that success, that what he or she is meant to be. I do have the Page of Swords is centering around your sense of self right now. So there's that sense of not knowing and or not wanting to face the truth or reality as to how you need to see it. Okay. Your environment is the Five of Pentacles. Just remember, health is there. You just have to put stuff on the door to ask. Okay? Just look, there's that window there. There's a light. Maybe the idea is it's as simple as knocking on that door and asking for help. And when you do these things, you're allowing the possibility, the whole world to open up to you. Okay? I mean, you could always knock on that door, but fear is like, no, that rejection. But what about the next door? The next door? The next door? Go a block over. There's going to be somebody there that's going to be willing to help you. Okay? And when you take a leap of faith in that chance, you will have the world of possibilities open up to you. Okay? But don't allow others to steal your passion, your fire. That is what I'm going to say to you. What do you have, Kathy?
Okay, well, my cards are really interesting because I know, Tony, this has been a conversation we've had a bit, but she's looking at she's approaching retirement age and getting to step into that new cycle of life and contemplating, when am I going to do it? She's in the planning stages of retirement now. And it's knocking on the door saying, hey, you could do it. You could do it. So she's in that planning stage of it. And right now I've got the first card in is the Wheel of Fortune. You are on your life path. And this reading is reflective of these conversations we've been having about this topic. But you are in your life path, and you're going in the right direction. So, continue to do what you're doing, taking the steps you've been taking in your career, and as you start prepping towards those final steps, you have the strength. You're extremely bright, very strong woman, and you continue to hold on to that strength and just use your power as you move through this period of time. You're not taking anything for granted. You're rising above it all, and you have full perspective. This is perspective, the big picture perspective. You're looking at things with a wide angle lens now, cause and effect. You're in that planning stage of those next steps in your future, and this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be working towards is rising into that energy. This is now that you're in that planning stage of retirement and everything, you need to be looking at if they're offering pre-retirement seminars, sign up. A lot of people will take that a year or so out before they even right as they're approaching eligibility for retirement. Take those. It'll let you know what your retirement benefits are going to be, how your 401k, your retirement plan, whatever your investment process is going, along with how when Social Security comes into play and all that, they'll cover all that. Beneficiary packets, going that medical coverage out when you go into the retirement plan. Realize that is one that they probably aren't going to carry 100%, that you go into a COBRA payment type plan. So you may want to be looking at what are your alternatives if you don't stick with your current plan now. Is it going to cost you more money? That kind of planning. They cover all that in those retirement seminars, so that you're going to go in with your eyes wide open and know what what the changes in income and availability of income. They'll even do the printouts and the calculations of what your benefits are when you are eligible, what the payouts will be. It's really a great course to take if they offer those. If I'm pretty sure you're working for an employer that does the retirement seminars, and they offer it 2 or 3 times a year. But yeah, I would suggest taking that. You got a little bit of infighting, you're a little bit of, it's always scary when you're starting to look at that transition from working full time to that retirement stage. And I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself after I retired." Believe me, you'll get so busy if you decide to continue to work. As we discussed, I said, follow a passion, do something that moves you. Don't work in the same field unless that's what you want to do. But you could make a hobby a career at this point in time. Something's going to fulfill you and make you happy on the inside. I get the moon card. This is you working on just the details. It's getting the shadow work, that preparational work. I don't think you have any baggage that you're working or any hidden secrets going along, but this is you just taking the time to finite. You're like me. You're a detailed oriented person. You're not going to just jump in with both feet blindly. You're going to do your homework. You're going to make sure everything is in alignment, that you can do this, and you're going to take into consideration all the different changes that occur when you shift from fully employed to retirement. And don't forget, you're going to have a lot of expenses that disappear, like gas, travel, clothing. All of it adds up when you're a career person. So those are going to be things that you're not putting money on. Maybe reward driving for the more relaxed lifestyle. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Moving into the future, this is what you're working on in the now. Moving into the future, you get that 4 of Cups. Offers are going to come your way for opportunities. This could be, you taking that new job that interests you or whatever. Those options are going to be out there for you and available. So just know that you're going to spend a lot more time getting spiritually connected. You get the Oneness card, which is the name of my deck, is the Oneness card. And this is, you're just getting further in touch with your spirituality. You're going to love retirement. I mean, I don't know anybody that regrets retiring. I've never met an unhappy retiree. So, and I don't know, I think with time, with age, we just become more spiritual, more connected with our higher selves, our divine, however you want to put it. That's just part of our aging up and reconnecting with God, with Jesus, with our religious beliefs, whatever. And being, for one thing, we have more time to think about those things when you're not working full time. But your cup is going to run over. You're going to have abundance and happiness, and your cup will run over. You'll worry from time to time, because we all do. But I don't think it's going to be a financial worry. This is just going to be, you have a little ups and downs once in a while, but these are just little minor obstacles that are normal. And realize that you've got the Four of Swords. Angels are on your sides. Everything's surrounding you in prosperity. You've got a great foundation that you're working from. You're prepared for this. You're not going to go into this blindly and half-heartedly. The underlying cards of the reading is you are the Empress. You're going to have abundance and happiness and happy family. You get the Nine of Pentacles with financial stability. You're going to have balance in your life. Doesn't this remind you of a reading I did for you a little bit ago? And you'll work in partnerships with somebody. So as you pursue your new forms of employment, happiness, or just expressing yourself or doing charity work, you're going to do it in partnerships with other people, and you're going to have a lot of fun doing it. But you're just in the planning stage right now. Take advantage of all the opportunities to be prepared for that, which I know you will be doing. And so blessings to you, Tony. Thank you for the donation. And let's go back up on the list. I'm going to pull the list up and tell everybody who is on the list still. Let me mark Tony off really quick so I don't duplicate her. Currently, we have on the list Viviana Kelly Shockley, who is in the pool, but she is listening. And nice to see you come into the room. You haven't been in for a while, so it feel great to read for you. We have Marby and Anne-Marie. I got you on the list. She came in a little later. Let me double check our viewers to see if there's anybody I missed. If you have recently entered the room and you're not on the list, let us know, and we will add you. Even this computer's moving slow. I don't know why.
Did you take off Warrior Girl?
I will. I clicked on.
And you have Vivian on there twice.
Red Dragon is new in the room. Got you. Mary Lloyd's here now. I'll grab you. And Cheryl. I thought I already had you on the list, but maybe I didn't. I had to recreate the list when I switched computers. Okay, let me read the list again. Viviana, Kelly, Marby, Anne-Marie, Red Dragon.
You do have Cheryl on the list, because I have Warrior Girl, Vivian, Cheryl, Vivian, Kelly, Marby, Anne-Marie, Red Dragon, Mary Lloyd, and you have Cheryl. So you need to take Cheryl on the bottom, and you also need to take Warrior Girl off.
Okay, and we just read Warrior Girl. Okay.
There you go.
There we go. So we're reading for Vivian?
Yes.
Okay.
Technology works when it's right, when we need it.
Even my head is a lot better. I'm not as jumbly as I was, because I was having really with getting sick and all that, and just household stress that I'm living under. I was having a MS relapse, which was affecting my I was having problems finding my words and communicating. I know what I want to say, but I can't get it to my mouth. And so I was getting really bumbly. And last week I was pretty bumbly. So just go with the flow. We pretend like it's not happening. Feel free to finish my sentence for me here. Find my word. Tell me what I'm missing. shadow out in the audience. I hate that aspect because you feel like you're going. It's almost like getting dementia, knowing that you no longer are thinking like you used to. The plus side is it's only temporary; it does go away. But really high levels of stress, medical stress, personal stress. Oh, it was horrible. My mom was dying.
This is a great reading. So,
it's like I was having
Vivian,
strokes.
you may be standing upon a small nest egg of money, or money may be coming to you, but whatever this is, this King of Pentacles is representing, it's safe fortunes for the future. Like it's already, like there's no worries. I would say you are protected, you're safe when it comes to health, finances, job security, whatever that is for you. It's like you're provided for. You're coming into the week with the Magician and the Eight of Cups here. So your future is what you make of it. Okay, your future is really what you're making of this. Okay, you can manifest anything you want right now. You just have to keep saying it to speak it into fruition, I would say. I'm definitely seeing the water element pop up quite a bit here with the Magician. With there's made up of all elements. I have the Eight of Cups. I also have the Chariot at the end too. This is telling me that it has something to do more likely on your well-being side of things, your emotional security, your happiness in that regard. We're going to end the week with the Nine of Wands and the Chariot. So this is telling me to stand fast, hold true to what you know to be true. Don't allow others to put you in prison you. Come out and take some ground, some authority, because you have it within you to create whatever possible outcome you want. Again, you do have the Chariot, you do have the Magician.
Is that the Chariot? I was going to ask you if that was the Chariot there.
So you really, really need to step forward and allow yourself to guide the path or will the path that you are entitled to, that you've earned. Again, you also have another water type element here with the Six of Swords. Moving, I would just say owning your destiny, owning your path with that card. That is what I have for you, Vivian. What did you get, Kathy?
Well, Vivian, we're coming into the reading with the Three of Wands. Your ships are, you're waiting for your ships to come in, but I can tell you the next card is your ships are going to be coming in. So this has been a wait that you've been waiting to come for. I don't know what it's related to, if it's related to your personal life or to career changes or upward mobility or what, but you're waiting for that change to happen. That's followed by the World card, though. That's that transition, that rising above, that beautiful energy of flight where you're going to be rising forward. The World, this is one of the best cards you can get it in a reading, is that World card. You're in that transition period where just, like Dean said, you control your own destiny. You can manifest anything you want to happen. It's going to come to fruition. So just go charging straight forward, because in the center of the reading, you've got the power of the Empress, the Emperor. You are strength. You are in charge. This is that Leo energy, that fire energy that is going to allow you just to go forward in full charge with your strength and energy and rise above. Do be temperate, though. This is that healing card. Take care of yourself. Be balanced. Nurture yourself. You're used to doing for everybody around you. Don't forget to take care of yourself in this process. So take time to meditate, breathe, make sure you get plenty of sleep, take care of your health, and pamper yourself because you deserve it. This is going to energize you and allow you to just charge forward from day to day. So make sure you're taking care of yourself and getting plenty of rest. That is followed by that Ace of Wands, that go, go, go. You're going to use your creative energy, your knowledge, your education, your strength, and this is you taking action. You make things happen in your life, and you're just going to go, and it's going to work great for you. The underlying cards of the reading is this is bringing you balance in life. This is the Justice card. I'm not seeing that you have anything legal coming up right now, but this is that balance of all the energy and effort and hard work you put in on a day-to-day basis. So you're going to find that beautiful balance in life. You're going to get that. You get the Nine of Pentacles. This is the abundance coming in from all your hard work, your diligence, and the energy you put and creativity you put in there. So you're going to have financial stability. That is followed by the Ten of Cups, happy family, abundance in your life. So this is, I love this 9-10 combination. It's come up for several people today in today's readings, that 9-10 combination. That tells me that you really, with all the hard work you've done and everything, that stability, the financial stability and the abundance, your needs are taken care of. You're going to have that beautiful balance of financial and abundance in your life. So you're not going to be one of the people that gets caught up with the downfall of the economy bringing you down. You're going to make it through this. So don't put that in your worry box. Know that your hard work and your diligence and your taking care of business is going to keep you where you need to be so that you're financially prosperous and you have everything that you need as you need it. You get the Inspiration of Swords. That's the Queen of Swords. That's your ability to stand in your truth. You use that power. You don't take BS from people. You're not going to let people tell you what to do and how to do it. This is you empowering yourself as you go through and you follow your own dreams, your own direction, and you do it as a warrior with full strength. So blessings to you, Vivian. I love the cards I got for you today. This is beautiful. So go, girl, go. And next up on the list is Cheryl. In just a second, and I'll pull Vivian down and click on Cheryl. I know Tammy was in the first room. I think she ended up shuffled when I reset.
You also need to take Vivian off of underneath Cheryl.
Yeah, I know. I just hadn't done it yet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, Cheryl. The center of my reading for you for this week is all about the King of Wands here. You need to rise to the occasion, and you need to, I guess, prove to yourself and prove to others that you can handle whatever's being placed into your lap. Okay? You need to be assertive and direct, and allow yourself to prove to yourself and to others that you're fully capable of accepting whatever challenges being faced. Okay? Coming into the beginning of the week, I do see a sense of celebration, which is being achieved. Hopes and desires being achieved with this Nine of Cups. Whatever you're wishing for, it's there for you. Okay? I also have the Emperor right here. There's someone around you that is against either you or someone around you that may be orchestrating things. I don't know how else to say that. I just feel like somebody's like either you or somebody around you is orchestrating things around you. Okay. I do see that towards the end of my week, I do see that I have the High Priestess in reverse. So this is telling me that we may not always listen to our own intuition. or we don't always go with our gut instinct, I would say you really need to listen to what your heart and your mind, body, and spirit's telling you before agreeing to either move into new relationships, new contracts, new deals, new partnerships, whatever this lovers represents for you. I would strongly suggest that you listen to your heart and look back to past events to see, to remind yourself how, what, when, where, why something may have happened, or how something turned out. But also keep in mind that you do have free will, and some things you're here to learn as well. So sometimes it's taking those risks to find out how something's going to play out. But I would say, out of all the cards here, I would say that my main focus is on the High Priestess that is in reverse for you. You really need to think about how you really feel about things before moving forward. And that's probably why I do have the Four of Swords here. You really need to reflect on that, because I also have the Tower underneath that. So you really need to reflect on past events before moving into future events, before making specific attachments, any specific deals or contracts, or however that means for you, or how that applies to you. What did you get, Kathy?
Okay, I was told to read the underlying cards. First for you, Cheryl. First of all, the guys want you to be temperate. Like I just said in the last reading. Pamper yourself. Take care of yourself. Remember to take the time, because you have a tendency to be a caregiver and a caretaker of others and put everybody before yourself. They want you to stop, rest, pamper yourself, take that relaxing bath, get grounded, and take some time out for yourself, because while you're taking care of everybody else, you're putting yourself last. So take the time to put yourself in number one. This is going to allow you to be the caregiving you, the one always meeting everybody else's needs. Take care of yourself. You're going to have a lot easier job taking care of others. What you reap, you will sow. So we get the Seven of Pentacles. This is financial stability. You work hard and you planted those seeds, so you have financial stability coming your way. So trust in that. And you're not doing this alone either. You're doing this in partnership with either your husband, spouse, co-workers, a business partner, whatever the situation is. You partner up with other people to achieve your goals. You know how to network and you know how to work with others to do this, and you're successful at it. Coming into this reading, you're feeling like you have some obstacles in your way, but you really don't. I get in the Nine of Wands. Wands is an action card. I love this card because it shows the turtles running from the nest, hatching out, running to the nest, to the ocean. But notice, yeah, they're under attack from the seagull, but the seagull doesn't have anyone lined up directly on them. They're all going to make it to the ocean, into their new life. So although you feel like you have obstacles in the way, you'll successfully work around any slight obstacle that may come your way. I think that's what that Temperance card is. By taking care of yourself will allow you to take better action as you being that caregiver, that caretaker that you normally are. You manifest what you want. You can manifest and see which direction you're going, and you can make those your wants, your needs, you can bring it to fruition. So manifest your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and they will come true. You're ending a cycle right now. Right in the center of the reading, you get the Fool. And this is you not being a fool. This is you taking that leap of faith into a new journey. So you've got a new beginning starting out, a fresh start into new possibilities, new adventures. But this is going to be a very positive move for you as you take this next leap of faith into the next part of your journey, because it's followed by the Hermit card. And this Hermit card depicts you coming out of your cave and your guides lighting your path with a stairway to the light, which is always to me a symbolism of upward mobility. You're moving in an upward direction. Anytime you have stairways that are showing you going up and you're rising, is success. So realize that you're being guided towards your success. You're manifesting those dreams and you're getting help from spirit to get there. And the final card of the reading is the Spirit of Pentacles. This is the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. This is letting you know that that money is coming. It's going to come in steady and slow. It's not a fast moving card, but it is a moving card. This is saying that money is coming towards you with work and diligence. You'll have that flow of money you want. Like I said, you're manifesting this. You'll reap what you sow. It's right in the underlying cards. Is as you work through this process and move into this new cycle, you are going to have that abundance coming towards you. So blessed you. I hope that resonates. Let us know. And then next is Kelly. I don't know if she's here or I know she's out at the pool and she's swimming, and I wish I was with you because I would love to go swimming and I don't have a pool. Working on her tan and cooling down in the hot summer heat. She probably lives in that heat area. You're in the hundreds now, where you're at, or pushing up there. I saw your temperature there in Nebraska being really high. We're in a downward. We've been in the 90s.
It's 95, and we have a heat advisory. I'm not reading for her. She's not in the room.
I'm going to throw for her, though.
Is Marty in the room?
She's in the room. She's at the pool. She's listening and at home at the pool. So she's got it on speaker, but she may not be interacting with us. She's multitasking.
Okay, well, I'll let you read on her and Marty since they're both not responding.
What did Marby say?
She's not responding.
Oh, I thought she was. I can't see my chat. I have my checklist up. I don't have my YouTube open.
Is Anne Marie still here?
She should be. Thank you, Vivian. Okay. Coming into the reading, I have that Three of Swords. That's a little bit of heartbreak. I don't know what's going on in your life, Kelly, but I do have that Three of Swords. But I don't feel like there's anything super traumatic going on. Maybe there's just some changes going on and that you're dealing with. But I don't feel like it's a major breakup or anything too traumatic. It is followed by the Hierophant. This is you being spiritually connected with your higher power, and listening to your guides and following, and they're helping you move in a positive direction. You are connected with, right in the center of the reading, I get the life force energy. So you are connected with your higher power and the earth. So you are very grounded at this period of time, and you're fully connected. You're listening to your guides and you're following the path in which they're leading you. You do have opportunities coming your way with the Two of Swords. You're going to take action with opportunities and offers that are coming your way. It's just trying to decide which one's going to be the right one for you. Like I said, follow your heart's desire. The one that feels right, the most right for you, that's the direction which you should go. It is going to lead you to abundance with the Nine of Cups. You're going to hit the golden egg, basically. You're going to have abundance in your life. This could be financial abundance, security, abundance. So things are going to be, you're going to be feeling like you're in a very safe, secure spot with the Nine of Cups. The underlying cards of the reading is your ability to manifest what you're wanting to make come true. You're using that creative energy to do this. And I know that her business does use a lot of creativity, a lot of ability to communicate, to do the type of work she does, she can manifest this happening. She creates her own income by using the talent to manifest and use that creativity and to be able to market. Um, you are on a new journey at this time. You're taking a leap of faith as you're moving through this journey, and it's going to bring you in a beautiful direction. And you're running with the Ace of Wands. This is that, like I said, that creativity, that knowledge, that that power, that strength, and you're taking action. So you're getting things done right now. So you're moving in a very positive direction. It is so nice to see you back in the room. You have a really enjoyable day in the sun, in the pool, and I miss swimming. I wish I had access to a pool. I don't know. Maybe I should be friendly with my ex-brother. He has a great.
Maybe when you move, you might join like one of those water aerobics in a gym.
Actually, I have free gym membership, and they do have a big pool at the gym down the street. I could do that.
Or even just walking laps. That helps too, right, Kathy?
Oh no, I'll swim. No, I'm a really strong competitive swimmer.
It looks like Mary Lloyd is here.
She's swim.
We can read from Mary Lloyd since she's still in the room.
Yes. Hold on. Let me get my
card. Mary Lloyd, how are you today? I hope all is well with you. I'm still waiting to hear back from Tammy Bambi.
Tammy may have gotten busy.
Let's see. Mary Lloyd. What is Mary Lloyd? You need to know this week.
Oh, you're also Mary Lloyd. My list must be in a different order than yours. Because I still have Marby, Anne Marie, and Red.
If they're not in the room, I'm not going to read them. I'm not going to.
Okay, if you let us know if you're in the room still. And
because when we read, it's a lot of energy, and I don't want to read on somebody that's not here.
Yeah, I get it.
Let's see, Mary Lloyd. What is Mary?
And it's easy in this room because I jumped in and I was doing stuff around the house while I was listening to a program. I told Brenda, I'm always multitasking when I'm listening to her, and when I'm not, I'm usually chatting in the background because I start channeling messages.
Okay, Mary Lloyd. It looks like we're coming into this week with decisions that we need to make. I would say use your gut instinct. There's no right or wrong answer in this because there's no particular right or wrong path because each path or each decision you're going to be faced with, there's a lesson to be learned from that, whichever path you choose. You're coming to this week with the King of Swords and the Page of Cups. This to me is telling me, even though we look for the truth in things, we lead with we're leading with what we know to be true. We can tell the difference between right and wrong, good or bad. But this is telling us we're coming into the week with maybe sometimes a decision can't be placed with black and white, right or wrong, good or bad. This is telling me that you might have to find the silver lining in things. What is best on an emotional side of things? What is your heart telling you? Okay, it's on that level, I feel like. And we're ending the week with the Three of Wands and the Emperor. So again, this is saying that we will see our challenges forward. Our wishes are coming true. We're taking that leap of faith, and we are on the right path, and we know how to get there. Okay. I feel like too, this may be a sense of coming out of some form of imprisonment from whatever negative energy that's been holding you back. You're seeing the truth, you're coming out and being able to pursue new options, new opportunities. What are you getting, Kathy?
Okay, I was told to read the underlying cards first in this reading. The first card, underlying card, is the Four of Cups. This is options and opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves to you in this period of time. And you need to look at all the options and opportunities that are coming your way. Don't disregard one that just doesn't stand out and shine above the others. Take into consideration each option before you make a decision. Take the time to really look at the options out there. You are a magician. You can manifest what you want to bring to fruition. You'll use creativity, all that beautiful energy to make things happen for yourself. So realize that you have the ability to be that magician and make things materialize and work for you. You have those skills. You will be working in some shadow thing. I've got the moon. So these are some things that may be being brought up from your recent past or worries that you're carrying with you. But these are things that you will work through. Don't dwell on anything too much. Just work through them. See what they, deal with, how they're affecting you. And if they're not serving any purpose anymore, if they're from the past and no longer are something you want to carry forward, you need to sever that and let it go, or work through it and be able to deal with what you're trying to achieve and overcome. Realize that you have overcome some of the things that may feel like that they have burdened you from your past, but you've actually already worked through those. So realize that is done. You come to this card. I think you have a little bit of worry on your mind right now, but you are the Queen of Pentacles, the inspiration of Pentacles. You've got I'm feeling like you have some financial worries right now. You're worried about money. You're worried about, your finances, just making ends meet. But you have this creative light bulb. You know how to manage the money, how to juggle the bills, how to do what it is so that you do have abundance and all your needs are met. So realize that you have that in your power to do that, and you're really good at it. So don't dwell on the worrying so much as taking the time to budget and look at what you have coming in and how to utilize it the best way. This is part of that ability to do your magic, to manifest it in and get it done. This allows you to use that energy of the Seven of Swords to rise above it all. When you feel like you're got a battle going on, you're rising above it all, and you're always standing above, taking control, taking charge, and living in your truth and empowering yourself to do that. Go with the flow right now. I love this card. I'm the Pisces, and this is my go with the flow card, the Spirit of Cups. The Spirit of Cups is an action card. This is a night card. And just go with the flow, ride the wave. It will take you where you need to go. And in that beautiful energy, you're not doing this alone. You're in partnership with your spouse, your business partner, somebody else that you're working with others. So in conjunction with the Lover's card to make this happen, and you're not going to be defeated. Yes, sometimes you do feel like the last card of the reading. Sometimes you do feel like you're being left out in the cold. But no, this is just a mental feeling, like that struggle feeling. You always make ends meet, and you always keep things under control. You're not being left out in the cold. That's just sometimes we feel like that when things are tight. But you've got this under control, so don't worry about that. Because I do see that being actually, yeah. So here you are. I'm clarifying it. What do I get? The Chariot. You're on your path, and the Spirit of Pentacles. So yes, financial stability will be there for you. So No, you're not left out in the cold. That's just the underlying feeling of things may be a little tight now, but you've got this under control and you're making it happen, and it will be there when you need it. You're driving the chariot though, so blessings to you. I hope that resonates and I hope that's helpful. And I'm going to go back and see who else raised their hand and said, yes, 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 I'm in the room still.
I don't see anybody.
Yeah, is Anne-Marie or Marby in the room? Let us know now so we can get your readings in. And Red Dragon was the other person. I'm on a delay feed, so.
Should we pull a postcard from Spirit, Kathy?
Yeah. Sounds good. I got my box right here.
I got mine out just in case you didn't have yours ready.
Oh, mine are always out. This is the one that wants to be read. We can both pull one. Mine is with love. It says, dearest you, this is for the collective. Do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. We've done our part. Now you've done your part, so now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if we knew how many things we pulled through in the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you signed up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plan meet with those of Spirit. Remember, through Spirit, timetables and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us, Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let us do the magic. Pay attention to the areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will take place. We love you so much. What did you get? I like that card. That's interesting.
I can't read. It says I can't read the bottom part right here. It's so faded. Sometimes they're very hard to read because it's really script.
Oh,
But
probably a with love one if it's a pink card.
It's a pink one.
Yeah, it's probably with love.
It'll
end with, we love you so much.
I don't know. But anyway, it does say, dearest you, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful, praise things before they manifest, and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will bring only more reason to plead and beg. Instead, offer your prayers and sacred gifts as a testament to your faith in a higher power. Open up and let Spirit move through you and comfort you. And meditation as a way to become empty, so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes you pray for good and both you and all life. Sometimes, the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. All is well. So that's interesting because sometimes what we want may not be what we need.
Similar our cards were.
Oh, we've been on almost 2 hours now, Kathy.
Yep. So we're going to let you guys go for the weekend. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the donations that you can, if you want to help support the channel, you feel free to click on my link and donate. Money's going towards my medical expenses right now still as they trickle up. Yeah, that LA trip to UCLA is $100 trip. Yeah. That's just transportation and parking, and we don't eat out or anything. I pack food and the whole 9 yards. And unless they're admitting me, there's no hoteling. It's a 3-hour drive from my home to UCLA, but yeah, can't beat the service there. And that trip's probably going to turn out, once I get the appointment, it'll probably turn out to be 2 or 3 trips in before it's over, because my doctor is wanting him to run a surgical procedure for biopsies, which is real fun because biopsy, when they go in the pancreas and do the biopsies, it triggers really, really serious, dangerous pancreatic. Last time I had one, I ended up in the hospital for 2 weeks just from such a severe pancreatic attack post-surgical. The pancreas is such a very sensitive little organ, but I'm not going to think about that. We'll just go with the flow. I got angels on my side. Oh, Tammy's here. Tammy, I'll just give you a call. And come on, Tammy. I think Anne-Marie, Anne's reading for you earlier. And I don't know if you were watching. We were just finishing up Trim Zone. You guys are coming in really late. We're at the 2-hour mark now. Yeah, Tammy got triple aces from Anne today. It was a phenomenal reading. That just, she pulled a full house for her.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and go. Bye, everybody.
And Gerald, when Brenda did your reading, I kept on seeing you connecting that traveling. I agreed with her, but you're going to be hooking up with family or really close friends that you think of as family. I see you connecting with people like family, loved ones, people that are near and dear. Just thought I'd throw that out there is what I was working around the house listening. But anyways, I'm going to close for now. Everybody have a great weekend, the rest of your weekend, and stay cool. I know a lot of people are hitting that heat bubble that I live in. Usually we're under 100 right now. Thank God we're only in the low 90s, which is unusual because we're used about 110 in this area of California this time of year. So stay cool, stay hydrated, and have a great week. And I will see you guys next week.